Believe when it's unpopular to believe. Many times we have this concept that believing when it's not popular is being Christian and going into a hostile, anti-Christ world. One of my experiences with believing when it was unpopular is when I had just finished Bible college. I was 20 years old. I didn't have any money. And God put it on my heart to go to England to an evangelism conference that was a month away. I didn't really want to go, but I kept on feeling God saying, I want you to go. This is for you. So I asked God for an idea, and He gave me an idea of selling Snicker bars. So in Laredo, Texas, when it's 115 in the summers, I was going door to door, selling chocolate bars, door by door. I remember in the church, I had people that were telling me, David, why are you going to go all the way to England? Can't God speak to you here? David, there's a lot of work to do here in Laredo. David, didn't you just finish a Bible college that had all these things and taught you all this? And I was coming against, just you can't go, you shouldn't go. And trying to raise the money seemed almost impossible in such a short amount of time. But 1 month later, when it was still 115 in Laredo and it was 65 degrees in London, England, I was walking down the streets and I was going to this conference, and God was speaking to my heart while the rest of the naysayers were melting here in Laredo. And I remember in the last night of the conference, the evangelist put his hands on me and he prayed, Lord, I pray you would bless him. And I feel like that moment God really put something in my heart, something so powerful. Time has gone on, and I've been back to Europe many times since, and thankfully I haven't had to continue selling chocolate bars. But one of these last times I went, I was speaking to the largest youth and young adult conference in Switzerland. I was the keynote speaker for over 2,000 people, the biggest conference there. And this time, I was preaching in French. When I first started going to Europe, people would say, but you're an American, it's impossible. Americans can't speak other languages. The first time I went, I would hear this joke, and the joke was, if you speak 3 languages, you're trilingual. If you speak 2 languages, you're bilingual. And if you speak 1, they would tell me, you're American. Ha, 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 ha. It really didn't make me laugh because I felt like that was trying to go against the call that God had put on my heart for Europe and to go preach around the world. Now that time has gone on, and I've seen that God has given me such results and such favor, and it all began in the very beginning with believing when it seemed unpopular. And now I'm able to preach and speak in 5 languages. And I still want to go for more. And now when I go back, I say the same joke, and I say, if you speak 3 languages, you're trilingual. If you speak 2 languages, what are you? And they'll say, bilingual. And I say, but if you speak 5 languages, you're David Garcia. Because I've seen how believing when it's unpopular produces results. I still want so much more. That's where people say, but David, what if you don't obtain everything? What if you don't make it? And that's when I say, what if I do make it? It's better to believe God for a lot and get half of it than to believe for nothing and get all of it. I'm still daring to believe. If it's popular or not, I want to honor my Lord and believe when it's unpopular.